I'm Christina Onnested. Heavy fighting is raging at the besieged steel plant in the Ukrainian port city of Mariupol as Russian forces attempt to finish off the city's last-ditch defenders. Video shows a bombed-out shell of a plant, but Ukrainian soldiers say they'll fight to the bloody end. Here's Ukraine's Lieutenant Colonel Denis Poroshenko. His comments were translated by Al Jazeera.
Slava Ukraini.
Mariupol's garrison for 70 days has resisted the overwhelming forces of the enemy by itself. Since the 25th of April, we have held a circular defence of the Avastol plant. It is the second day the enemy has broken through into the plant. There are heavy, bloody battles.
The bloody battle comes amidst growing suspicion Russia's President Vladimir Putin wants to present his people with a major battlefield success in time for Victory Day Monday. It marks the Soviet Union's triumph over Nazi Germany. Ukraine's military claims it's recaptured some areas in the south and repelled other Russian attacks in Kherson and Mykolaiv, and repelled 11 Russian attacks in the Donetsk and Luhansk regions that make up the Donbass. 5 people were killed and at least 25 more wounded in the Donbass. In the city of Kramatorsk, Russian shelling injured 25 people. In Poland, war-ravaged Ukraine received pledges for $6.5 billion more in humanitarian aid at an international donors conference in Warsaw. Ukraine's President Volodymyr Zelensky made an appeal for the support.
The armed forces of Ukraine and all of our heroic defenders bravely and firmly defend our freedom on the battlefield. But how this brutal war will end is decided not only on the battlefield. There's also the economy and finance, humanitarian support, and the ability to ensure normal life on liberated territories and rebuilding what was destroyed by the Russian army. Freedom must demonstrate that it protects people and provides better than tyranny. That is why this conference is so important for everyone in Europe.
Meanwhile, as European Union members are weighing a proposal to ban Russian oil, they inaugurated a Lithuanian-Polish natural gas pipeline today, ushering in regional independence from Russia's energy sources. The World Health Organization is estimating nearly 15 million people were killed either by the COVID-19 coronavirus or by its impacts on overwhelmed healthcare systems since the pandemic began 2 years ago. That's more than double the official death toll of 6 million. Most of the fatalities were in the Southeast Asia, Europe, and America regions. In a report released today, the UN agency's chief Tedros Adhanom described the figure as sobering, saying it should prompt countries to invest more in their capacities to quell future health emergencies. Adhanom says while COVID-19 deaths are on the downturn globally, they're accelerating in those regions.
Reported weekly deaths at their lowest since March 2020. But these trends, while welcome, don't tell the full story. Driven by Omicron subvariants, we're seeing an increase in reported cases in Americas and Africa.
His comments come as new data compiled by NBC News finds the COVID-19 death toll in the United States has topped 1 million. That's a population of the 10th largest city in the country, San Jose, California. Officials say the Biden administration has begun expelling Cubans and Nicaraguans to Mexico under pandemic-related powers that deny migrants a chance to seek asylum, expanding use of the Trump-era Title 42 rule, even as it publicly says the Biden administration's been trying to unwind it. One official tells the Associated Press up to 100 Cubans and 20 Nicaraguans are being expelled daily from 3 locations. A Mexican official confirms those numbers at least one. The official spoke on condition of anonymity because the arrangement has not been made public. Alabama's law criminalizing the use of gender-affirming medications to treat transgender youth now faces a federal test. District Judge Lyles Burke said at a hearing today on a request to block enforcement of the law while it's challenged in court. Otherwise, starting Sunday, medical providers face up to 10 years in prison if they give puberty blockers and hormones to people under the age of 19. The U.S. Justice Department is siding with plaintiffs who say it goes against well-established medical practice and violates parental rights. Alabama officials want the law to stand, arguing it protects vulnerable children from ideological interest groups. The judge overseeing the federal civil rights cases of 4 former Minneapolis police officers in the killing of George Floyd has accepted the terms of Derek Chauvin's plea agreement and will sentence him to 20 to 25 years in prison. Chauvin pled guilty to violating Floyd's civil rights. The white former officer admitted he kept his knee on Floyd's neck, resulting in his death in May of 2020. Chauvin's already serving a 22.5-year sentence for his murder conviction in state court last year. Though he is appealing it, he would serve the federal sentence concurrently with the state sentence. I'm Christina Onnested.